Hi there. So in this video, I will be trying out some makeup. These are new to the market, but they are newer to my collection. So yeah, let's get into it. So I want to preface this by saying that a while back, I think maybe a year ago, I got some Vizia palettes from the website Muse Beauty Pro. And at that time I had it shipped to a friend's address in America, and these two brushes came free with the order. It's the ESUM W23, which is this one, and the ESUM S33, which is this one. And I didn't really think much of them, but I tried this brush and I really enjoy it. So recently I picked up a few other of their brushes. These are, let me see, I think I have another one right here. Okay, so I got the G27, which looks like this. For reference, this is the S33. This is the G27. This one is G34, which is kind of larger than the S33. And this one is quite large. This is the G29. And then I'm doing a good job displaying these brushes. In comparison to this, you can see the size difference. This is quite a lot larger than this one. I don't think they have like a middle size for these, at least in this kind of bristle format. I think they have different kinds of brushes which are vegan, I believe, and in those might have a different kind of sizing. But anyway, these are just the ones I picked up, and the last one I picked up is the S31. So I really do like these brushes. Quick note, these are made from goat hair. Okay, so as always, I use a blending brush to tap on my outer corner shades, and I prefer using dark matte shades on the outer corner. I usually don't lay down any sort of transition shade, and that's just my preference. I do use shimmer sometimes on the outer corner, but my preference is matte shades. So there we go. So that's the blue showing through. And I'm trying to kind of build it up to the intensity that I like. Okay, I'm satisfied with that outer blue corner. All right, so this time I'm going to be using the G27 brush, and it's got a little bit of product on it, but I am wiping it off with this. And I'm going to go into one of the goldy shades. Let's see. I'm trying to decide between this and this. They kind of look very similar in the pan. Don't know if that's picking up. This one and this one, this one. They all look really pretty. I think I'm just going to go with the bright gold. Okay, so I'm spraying my brush. I'm just packing it on. That is very beautiful, I feel. So usually for packing on shimmer shades, I will like to go in with my Zoeva brushes. let me see if I can find the names. The 237 Detail Shader, which is my all-time favorite, and the 234 Luxe Smoky Shader. These are my favorite to pack on the shimmers with. This one in particular, for some reason the bristles grab onto the product really easily. Typically, I have had instances where it doesn't, but for the most part it always works. For the most part it works, and I usually spray with MAC Fix Plus, but I did want to try this one out because it just has like a wider surface area, and it also has kind of like a similar like bristle, I don't know, feel to it. So I thought that this would be good, and it actually is working out really nicely. So because in comparison this one's much smaller, so you know, I have to go in more times with this brush to fully cover the portion that I want covered, which is usually up to here. So with this brush, it makes it just a little bit quicker, which is what I like about it. Okay, so smack in the middle of the lid, I think I want to add a little bit more dimension. So let's see, I'm gonna go in with this shade right up top, which is this one right here. So initially I went in with this shade, so now I'm going to go to this shade. Doing the same thing with the brush. Getting some of the shadow on the brush and then spraying. Oh, and I want to mention that when I go into shimmer shades, I typically will pat the brush into the shadow, and if it's not getting on the brush enough, then I will swipe a bit, but I don't really dig into the shadows. So that's kind of like a greeny shift to it. Interesting. Wow. I wish I could go out with this, but yeah, we're all on lockdown, so what's the point? All right, so on the bottom lash line, I will go in with that same blue shade. And this time I'm using the S31 ESUM brush. Okay. And usually I do go in with this brush, which is the Zoeva Luxe Pencil 230 brush. But I find that over time the bristles kind of aren't as tightly packed together. We'll see what happens with this one, but this one definitely feels firmer. Like it feels like the bristles won't splay as much. So for the inner corner of the eye, I will go in with the, let's see, which, yeah, I'm just gonna go in with that same gold shade. And what I'm using is actually a lip brush from Smith 302. But this isn't particularly, I mean, this isn't my favorite brush to use or anything. It's just happened to be there because I couldn't find my other brush for some reason. Oh, it's right there. Huh. Blind. So yeah, let me just have a quick look at what's going on right here. I think I need to go back in with that blue. And this time I think I'm going to go back in with the S33, which is the brush that I had been using prior to getting the newer, bigger brushes, or the newer ones. And because it's slightly smaller, I guess it's good for going over the little details over here, maybe. Okay. I think that's really pretty. I mean, it's very, very dramatic, but I like it a lot. Just like my trusty Jeffree Star kind of shades that I depotted. I usually use them to blend on the brow bone. Seems fine. Oh, it's a bit too much. Okay, so now is the part where I kind of usually would do foundation. So I picked up this House of Glamdolls color wheel. This is the GlamLift wheel. These are like kind of cream, like a cream concealer camouflage shade. Yeah, you can use it for any sort of purpose. It says select and apply the desired shade to face and eye area. So I think on the website it kind of like said it's to color correct your under eyes. Obviously there are a few shades here, and I believe this is more geared towards makeup artists perhaps, because if you have a variety of people that you work on with different skin tones, then you would need something a little bit more diverse than just one kind of shade. And I thought it would be fun to play around with this if I can turn some of it into maybe a blush or a bronzer. They do all look kind of orangey though, so I don't know how well that's gonna go, but I will try. I am quite intrigued by this product because I haven't used something like this. So I have a little spatula thing, and I also have the cover, which I have alcohol sprayed. So this should be a little bit more sanitary. I'm going to scoop just a teeny tiny bit. I've got the little tiny bits of product like on the back. So let's see if I can mix this well enough. Trying to mix what I think is my best guess for a shade match to conceal the under eye. Whoa. That is pretty high coverage. If you can see the difference between this eye and this eye, that is working. And I've recently started getting more interested in this kind of technique to conceal or kind of perfect the skin, as opposed to slathering on like a huge layer of foundation or even concealer. When you see like those Instagram hacks or whatever, where they typically put like a huge white cast of concealer right under the eye, which I don't think is necessary, especially with the younger people that are using this technique. Their skin is already fine. They don't need, well, I don't even know if you would need that much concealer if you were older. I think that would just make it worse. I don't know. Why would you need so much? I don't think you need so much. Honestly, I don't. Anyway, so this is just a concealer brush, and I'm just going to try to pat that into the skin. A bit tricky when I have that blue right under there. You have to be really careful. And also maybe use a smaller brush. Yeah, this is a... Okay. Yeah. That coverage is pretty good, I think, in my opinion anyway. So next I want to, let me get some of that product off. I want to use the yellowy shade more for the redness around my nose, like the blood vessels right here, just to color correct it a smidgen. So I don't think I have bad skin. I mean, sure, I have some bigger, larger pores around here, and sometimes some pimples and such, but I don't think I have bad skin, so I don't think I even need that much coverage. If anything, this is just to color correct my skin. I do want skin to actually look like skin. At least that's just my preferred aesthetic. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm quite happy with what's going on. I assume this will take longer because you are taking out product and then you're mixing it. I just want to test this out for now to see how well this bodes with my skin. And ooh, okay, maybe that's a bit too orange. Let me get some of that. Yeah, okay. I think that's quite nice. I feel like I've given my skin quite a nice, even coverage. And I think it's doing really nicely. It looks very nice. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to try to use some of the darker shades to contour. A bit more. Oh boy, that is orange. That is orange. Okay, so this is, yeah, clearly it's very, oh my, no, that's orange on me. That is not even bronze, that's orange. Excuse me. Guess it could be a blush. Let's try the other side. Oh, that's orange. That is orange. Okay, this is going to be a blush. It's not going to be any sort of contour bronzer. It is going to be an orange, straight up orange blush. There is no way this can become a contour shade. So let's put that on the cheeks for now. And maybe like blend that out just a bit. It's not too bad, it's kind of nice. Okay, so this is not happening. I don't know how to take this off. Well, okay, I can just wipe it off with a wet wipe kind of thing. Okay. So, yeah. That was a fail, but you learn. Okay, it's not too bad as a blush. All right, I think I'm done with that. So let me clean that off just a smidgen. Okay. So far, I really do enjoy the appearance of the skin. It is a little bit more matte than I'm used to, but we can probably fix that with a spray. Also, my skin's a little bit more dry these days. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Catrice Sun Glow Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade Medium Skin. And I'm just going to bronze up my face just a teeny tiny bit. Okay, let's go up back and forth. And also right up here. That's up here. Yeah. Okay. This orange blush is, it's not really a blush, but whatever. This orange blush that I've given myself kind of looks like I'm suntanned a bit. It might be a bit too orange, I don't know. We can fix that just a smidgen because I do have another blush right here. Okay, ooh, what's this? Fuzz. Alright, so next I'm gonna use this Bourjois Paris blush in the shade 74 Rose Amber. I did have one of these blushes in the past, but in a different shade. And I kind of got these for kind of nostalgic reasons. This really smells like an old lady powder product, but it's for nostalgia. So another product that I wanted to try out is the Bourjois Healthy Mix powder in the shade Beige Clair or Light Beige 02. This one right here. It smells like fruits, which is very strange, but okay, so I'm just setting my face around the areas that I placed the color corrector shades. So now if you noticed what I did to my face, you can kind of see, let me try to turn down the exposure just a tad, so maybe you can see the skin just a little bit better. So what you can see here, I didn't put product everywhere. this area kind of remains untouched by any sort of cream or powder or anything, as is this area up here. But where I have put product is around here. Some of the blush thing, you can see irregularities in my skin. Not everyone has perfect skin, and most people don't anyway. Oop, that's some sort of blue eyeshadow on my nose. Okay, so over here I did put some product right down here and around the nose and right here as well, and definitely under the eyes, if you can see that. So I don't know what you think. Let me know what you think. Sorry, that's a bit too bright. But I feel like this kind of coverage is a little more natural looking on the skin. So that is the face done. Next, I'm going to take the Bourjois Effect 3D gloss in the shade 03. It has some sort of a French name, but I can't find it here. Anyway, this really takes me back because I had this, not this exact shade of gloss, but this product in a different shade back when I was younger, and it has the exact same smell. Brings back so many memories because like I used this gloss constantly everywhere I went. Okay, so I changed the lip color just a little bit to kind of match the vibe of the whole look better. I used kind of a darker brown, more brown kind of lipstick shade underneath the gloss, and I think it matches a lot better. And I also put on a little bit of mascara to kind of complete the look. And my hair is sticking out. Okay, so yeah, this is the finished look. I feel like I'm super glamorous and I'm ready to throw on a dress and go dancing, but there is no such thing in these times. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and that's it from me. So ciao for now.